We'll start in any comfortable seated posture, kneeling, sitting cross-legged, sitting on something. And we'll take a few rounds of conscious breathing. You can close your eyes and connect to your breath. Notice the subtle physical changes that happen during the inhale and exhale. Try to direct your breath throughout the practice today into the belly. As much as you can, release tension in the muscles in the torso so that when you receive your breath, when you inhale, you're receiving the breath in a relaxed stomach. When you exhale, let the shoulders relax. Let your jaw relax, let your eyes relax. We're going to take 9 rounds of bee humming breath. So this involves closing your eyes and using your thumbs to close the flap of your ear, inhaling deeply, and on the exhale, humming the entire way out. So we'll take 9 rounds, taking it with your natural rhythm. Maybe it takes longer or shorter amount of time than it takes me. We'll begin by closing the eyes with the forefingers and closing off the ears with the thumbs, inhaling normally and exhaling, humming. Sit with your palms open and feel the energy in your head, calming exhales. Maybe you still feel a little bit of buzzing in the mind. We'll come to legs up. Maybe that means that your legs are straight up on your mat, or if you have anything nearby, you can put your hips up close, lay down, and lift your legs. The knees can be slightly bent, the feet can be any width. Placing your feet at a distance that's comfortable, your legs at a straightness that is sustainable. We want to feel the low back touching the mat, the whole spine touching the mat, the chin in to elongate the neck, the blood draining out of the legs. Scan your body. Notice if you're holding in the thighs. Try and soften the quadriceps. Let there be space behind the knees. Feet touching the wall but not pressing. Feel the energy moving down the legs. The torso starts to spread out onto the floor. Let all of the breath out. The navel drops towards the spine. Even allow a little bit of pause there with no breath in the body. And then let the inhales spring organically. Feel the breath move out of the body. Pausing. Let the inhale be natural and full. But allow yourself on each exhale to sink further into the floor, visualizing that your body is so heavy that it's even sinking below the floor. Scan around your face, see if you can relax any of your facial muscles more. The teeth are separated. Take 5 more breaths. On your final exhale, slowly draw your knees into your chest. Hug your knees. Keep your spine on the mat. Roll over to the side. And come up into tabletop. A relaxed distance between your hands and your knees. Take a few movements organically. Maybe that's cat and cow. And keep your eyes closed. Maybe maintain that rhythm of breathing. Inhaling organically, exhaling all the breath out. And even pausing at the bottom. Come to center and step your right foot outside the right hand. Slide your left knee back any amount and support your arms with the wrists and hands, or you can lower onto the elbows. Listen to your body though. We want the hips to feel relaxed here. Try to not round the upper back, shoulders staying gently away from your ears. And start to breathe here. You can drop your head. Visualize breathing into the hips. Visualize squeezing all the breath out. Allow there to be spaciousness and a bit of silence in your practice, allowing for you to focus on your breath, following the breath with your mind's eye. Anytime the mind wanders, know that you can always come back to the rhythm of your breath. You can always scan the body, making really slight adjustments to settle into the pose more. Take 3 more deep breaths. Come onto your hands if you're on your elbows. Send your right knee back. Come back into tabletop. Move your hips from side to side. We'll do the same posture on the other side. Step your left foot outside the hand. Maybe slide the right knee back to go deeper into the right hip and the left groin. And then find the positioning that works best so that you can sink the energy down, so you can sink the weight down. The shoulders are over your wrists, soft in the upper body, or you can lower onto your your elbows. You can drop your chin to your chest and breathe into the upper back, breathe into your hips. Notice the difference between your right and your left side. Scan the body, notice where you could release tension. Come on to your hands if you're on your elbows. Come into tabletop. Move your hips. Tuck your toes under. Come into downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Walk your hands to your feet. Come into a forward fold. You could use props here. So if you have bolsters or a low stool or chair, you can separate your feet and lay your hairline onto the prop. If not, find a positioning where you don't feel like you're holding here. The hips are over the heels, but maybe the knees are bent. Your arms can be resting on the ground. You can hold your elbows. Hang here. Jaw slack, neck slack, shoulders slack. Take 2 more breaths. Release your hands. Crawl forward. Lower onto your knees. Separate your knees. Bring your feet together. And slowly sit back for child's pose. You can use props here too, if you have them. Your arms can be stretched out or hands under the forehead. Allow your eyes to be closed, but not clenching in the eyes. Eyeballs soft in the sockets. Maybe the jaw hangs forward here. Relax in your shoulders and in your hips. The breath moves organically. Your hands are under your forehead. Extend your arms and lift up. Walk over to one side. Stretching the side body, take 5 breaths. On your breath in, lift up, crawl over to the other side. Stretch the opposite side body. Take 5 breaths. On your breath in, lift your head. Come back into tabletop. Crawl your knees forward and sit back. So you can, again, be kneeling. You can be sitting cross-legged. We're going to end the practice today with a breathing exercise for calming, for bringing the energy down. So find your most comfortable seat for a few minutes. Come back to a conscious breath. Begin to count on your inhales and exhales. So on your breath in, count to 5. Your exhales, count to 5. Let the breath be even for a few rounds, inhaling to 5 and exhaling to 5. Allow the breath in to be even the whole way, not sipping a bunch of breath in at the beginning and struggling at the end, but smoothly breathing in, counting to 5. The same on the exhale, letting the breath go, letting the ribs naturally draw in. Even the tailbone sinks down. We'll gradually begin to extend the exhale. So the next breath in, breathe into the count of 5. And exhale to the count of 6. Inhale 5. Exhale 6. Inhale 5. Exhale 7. Continue. Relax your face. Receive the breath in a relaxed stomach. Exhale, elongate the exhale. Breathing out longer than you're breathing in. Next inhale, breathe into 5. And breathe out to 8. At any point, if you need to stop, if you've extended your breath as long as you can, stay at that number. Breathe into 5 naturally, not like you're gulping the breath in, and breathe out fully, gradually, little by little, drawing the navel in, breathing all of the breath out your nose, but not feeling panicky, not feeling like you have to breathe in quickly. So find that perfect rhythm, smoothly breathing into 5, smoothly breathing out to 8, you can add on, breathe into 5, breathing out to 9, notice if you have started to concentrate too hard in the face. Relax the muscles in your face. Let the breath move within you, but extend the exhales, relaxing the body, allowing yourself to feel calmer and calmer, feeling empty at the bottom of your exhale. Breathe in 5 and breathe out 10. Not breathing the breath out in a rushed way, but letting it go little by little so that you can count to 10, breathing all of the breath out. And on your breath in, relaxing your belly, filling up naturally. Take a few more rounds. Exhaling 10 is where we will end the practice. If you feel like you want to keep going, if it feels good to be extending your exhale, you can continue to 11, 12, kind of wherever it goes for you. We're going to take Shavasana in your bed. So instead of having Shavasana in the practice today, let this be the last thing that you do before going to bed. You can continue with this pranayama, this breathing exercise in your bed, breathing into 5 with your hands on your stomach, and breathing out whatever number you choose in your bed. You can keep extending this as you lay in your bed. But this is where we'll end the practice today. Thank you for practicing. Good night. Namaste.